Alright, today we'll be talking about congruent figures and more specifically congruent polygons. Okay, so congruent polygons are basically any type of shape that has the same measurement in both sides. So let's say we had something that looks like this. Okay. Now mine doesn't look exact. It does look pretty close. But basically congruent shapes are going to have congruent sides being congruent. Okay, so these two are congruent. These two are congruent, and you're going to be using these hash marks a lot. Okay, these two are congruent. Okay, these two are congruent. I'm going to use the V instead of 4. Okay, so we have this all set up and just all sides are congruent. Okay, so that one's pretty simple. Now also talking about the angles are also going to be congruent. Okay, corresponding angles are congruent in both of them. So these two are congruent, these two are congruent. Okay. These two are congruent. Okay, and just to use a different type of measurement or a different type of representation, those two are congruent as well. So all sides are congruent and all angles are congruent. Okay, so depending on the amount of things you have, you would just have it set up. So you would have like this be A, B, C, and D. Okay, and this would be E, F, G, and H. Okay, you would say polygon. Oops, still got that caps lock on. Polygon A, B, C, D is congruent to polygon E, F, G, H. Okay, and each letter would line up with each other. So for example, A would line up with E, B would line up with F, C would line up with G, and D would line up with H. Okay, and you know, just like in the figure, you know, just something as simple as that. So as long as you guys are paying attention, writing them out should be pretty simple and just working with everything. Okay. Now congruent figures, you might need to manipulate picture so that both figures are going the same way. Okay, so in other words, if this was just like flipped around, I would just flip it and just redraw it. Okay, it's simple as that. Or I would turn it just to, I mean, it just makes your job a whole lot easier that you just turn it around and you just take a look at it and just kind of look at how it's working and everything. Okay, all right, and sometimes you might need to draw a picture. And this, okay, from here on out, if you're not drawing a picture, you're not trying hard. Okay, all right, so please draw a picture, draw a picture, draw a picture. If you draw a picture, it makes your job a whole lot easier. Okay, all right, that's it for congruent figures. Thank you.